Hey guys, it's Uzette. Coffee TV 20, thanks for being here today. We're talking about something super important right now, and it is composting. We're here with Robert Reed, spokesperson, Recology San Francisco. Thank you for being here today, Robert. Tell us why we're here today in Lodi, California.
Well, we're here to learn about where our compost goes when we put our banana peels and our coffee grounds, our vegetable peelings in the curbside composting bin. They get turned into this beautiful nutrient-rich compost, which comes here to an orchard or a vineyard, so they can put it on and have healthy soil here and grow more beautiful grapes. It's very important. All these food scraps, the coffee grounds, the banana peels, the eggshells, the vegetable peelings, they all came from a farm. They're very rich in nutrients, they're very rich in carbon, and so they need to go back to a farm in the form of compost. It's a beautiful cycle, it's a beautiful circle, and it helps achieve healthy soil on the farms. When the soil is healthy, the plants are healthy, they produce beautiful produce, and that comes back to the city and makes healthy people. So we're all part of this.
Is this what we call cover crops?
What you see behind me right here is a mustard, which is a form of cover crop. It's a tall, beautiful flowering grass, and it covers the ground. It pulls carbon from the atmosphere, and it sequesters or stores that carbon deep in the soil. And it also helps soften the soil, and this compost helps the farm retain more water from rain or irrigation. And we all know we're going through this very dry winter. So this is especially important that we make compost so that farms can then put that on their ground and help save water.
We just had a couple tons of compost delivered from the San Francisco Bay Area to Lodi, California. And we're gonna talk to Tony, who manages this winery. But it was amazing to see all the compost that was dropped off here.
Yes, people always wanna know, where do my discards go? Where does my recycling go? Where do my food scraps go? Well, if you live in San Francisco, your food scraps that you put in the green bin, they go to Recology, we turn them into compost, and they go onto local farms and vineyards right here in Northern California. So it's part of a wonderful, healthy, complete loop.
We are here with Tony Rose. You manage this winery, Michael David Winery, here in Lodi, California. You guys are leading the way for composting. We've just had tons of composting dropped off. Tell us how it works and what you're going to do with that.
We put on compost every year on every ranch, 3 to 5 tons per acre. It's part of our sustainable farming practices that we do every year to help with rebuilding the soils for all of our vineyards.
What kinds of things are you growing here?
Everything we grow is wine grapes, from Chardonnay to Cabernet to Petit Verdot. We farm basically majority of heavy red wines.
And you've been doing it for a long time now.
These ranches themselves have been getting composted for as many as 15 years. I've been more involved in this for about the last 7 years.
And do you think it's so great for the environment?
I think it works wonders. It does a great job, helps rebuild the soils, helps retain moisture in a lot of the sandy soils. We see a lot of benefits with beneficial insects, and overall habit.
Is it any extra costs for the winery here to have this shipped in, basically?
It has an expense. The compost itself has an expense, the hauling in has an expense, and the application has an expense.
But it's well worth it?
We feel that the benefits exceed the cost.
Tony, thank you for being here today. We appreciate you and everything you're doing here today. This is pretty amazing. We're in the...
That's mustard cover crop. We planted that.
Love it, and it's so beneficial. We're going to talk more with Robert Reed and what this really means for our environment and how we're going to move forward and really how people can help out. We're talking about composting. Robert Reed, just on the small level, we can do something, each one of us as a family, as an individual, really. Where can people go to find out more information?
Recology.com is our website. There's lots of information on that website. Recology.com/SF newsletter is a place where we post a lot of newsletters and a lot of articles about this. And then we also built a microsite, and it's called betteratthebin.com. So the idea is that to encourage everyone to just take a moment when they're about to toss their coffee grounds, their banana peels, their eggshells, and be a little better at the bin. Make sure they get into the green composting bin so that Recology can collect them and turn them into compost, and we can get that compost to a farm, and all these great farmers like Tony Rose can do the wonderfulness that you see right here around us.
Right. Central Valley, California is where we're at right now. Napa Valley does a lot of this kind of stuff too, though, right?
Yes, more than 300 vineyards in Napa and Sonoma,
Yeah.
and also 5 other counties here in Northern California, San Joaquin and others, Yolo County, Solano County. They've received the compost from San Francisco, and now Austin, Texas, Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, New York City, and Paris, France are all beginning to replicate San Francisco's curbside composting program, as well as a lot of universities.
Robert Reed, you're so passionate about this, and I love that about you. Thank you for spending the time helping us out here today. It's gorgeous, it's lovely, and we've met so many wonderful people that are doing things for the environment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, well, there you go. It's Uzette. Thanks for being here today.